Tip number 1, have an angle. You need to go into the podcasting world offering something that's at least somewhat different than everything else that's being offered. Give people something to focus on. Separate yourself from the rest of the crowd. Tip number 2, get good equipment. It's not prohibitively expensive anymore to have equipment that can sound and, if you need, look really, really good. So when you're thinking about creating a podcast, spend the necessary money you need to up front in order to at least have sound and visuals that look and sound pretty good. Tip number 3, consistency. Once you start podcasting, you must continue podcasting. This is a lesson I've learned. Okay, you want to leave? That's fine. That's a lesson I've learned the hard way before. You have to be consistent. That's the only way to really develop a following. Tip number 4, be patient. Do not expect that overnight everyone's tuning in to hear what you have to say. Just because you got a nice microphone, preferably Rode, and a wonderful Canon camera, it does not mean that all of a sudden people are going to be watching and listening. You have to give it time, and you have to give people a reason to listen. Tip number 5, get a good producer. Even if your producer is just a friend who helps you organize, that's basically what a producer is. You need someone who can help you organize, keep you on task, keep you on time, keep you honest, keep you consistent. Find someone who can play that role. And also, let's say you're starting a solo podcast. A producer is a great way to have someone else have a microphone who you can bounce ideas off of, because let me tell you, if you think it's easy to start a solo podcast, it's not. So find a good producer. Hey, I hope those tips were helpful. If you want to find what I do in the podcasting space, you can find Cheap Heat inside the Ringer Wrestling Show feed, available wherever you find podcasts. And of course, my hip hop podcast, the first ever Juan Epps Life, you can find anywhere you find podcasts as well.